What's up, everybody? We're here with Treasure Fingers. It's going down at Audio Discotheque tonight in San Francisco. I'm Tech Minds with Daily Beat. Brand new club. You stoked to play it?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I've heard it's got a great sound system.
It definitely has a good sound
That's
system.
my number one thing that I look for in clubs. So.
That's a good thing to look for. I read your bio. You're from Atlanta, right?
That's where I live currently.
Do you think they're like Dirty South style influences, like your music style at all?
Well, when I first moved to Atlanta, I started doing some hip hop production, and with that, I found it very easy to write beats if I started with an acapella. So I would just pull a random acapella in and start writing chords around it and a beat and everything.
Do you ever feel like, and this is a personal question because I've dealt with this, where you're working on a remix or a bootleg or whatever, and you feel like you want to ditch all the elements of that original track and then make your own mix track, your own original track?
Honestly, I've had a few where I was already working on the remix and it got too far like out of scope from what I thought the remix should have been. And I just kind of took all the original sounds out of it from the remix, started a new song with it, and then went back to the remix and kind of rebuilt it from the ground up.
What do you like making better, original music or remix music?
Definitely original. I feel like there's a better payoff in the end making original, but at the same time I feel like doing remixes is just extremely easy. It's already been recorded, all the hard parts of like thinking up the chord progression and all that's kind of done, so I just kind of reimagine it and reproduce it, so to say.
Something that's just fresh and a little
harder. I feel like
that
original. Coming from that point of view is kind of like the true term of like, a producer, where a band or an artist or writers come to you with a song and they want it produced. So that's how I usually approach a remix. Like, okay, this is their lyrics, they got the vocals recorded, here's like the chords.
Right.
Now I'm supposed to kind of re-envision it and make it me, I guess. So that's usually how I do a remix. So it's fun and it helps keep your name out on blogs and it's good promotion and it's always good to have like a fresh track to play out. But I feel like there's a little bit more value to just putting an original song out.
How'd you get connected with Fool's Gold?
It was way like 2007, like MySpace days, and A-Trak actually just messaged me. I think it was from his account, and I remember seeing the message and thinking that it was probably like spam, but as a personal one, it's like, hey, I like your song.
Which song was that?
Across the Dance Floor.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I really like your song. I have a label called Fool's Gold. I don't know if you've heard of us, but I was just like,
you're like,
it's like
Fool's Gold.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. And we had a lot of mutual friends already, so that connection kind of happened sort of naturally. But just they sent a contract. It looked good, and they got some killer remixes done.
So would you say that was a big career boost? That one
for
message
sure,
off of MySpace?
Yeah. I wasn't planning on pushing that stuff at all. I just loved funk and house music and disco, and I would make that on the side, sort of like a therapeutic thing. And I had this collection of just kind of like really funky like house songs, and a friend of mine in Atlanta told me to leak them, and we put them on blogs, and that's how A-Trak heard it. So.
What about your DJ sets? Do you say you stick with like more the funky house style, or like the new disco style, or do you kind of go all over the place and bring in heavier elements?
When I'm DJing, I go. I wouldn't say like the full spectrum, but I'll go everything from even really like acidy techno stuff to jack and house to, just disco, like just anything that's, I don't know, I just kind of read the crowd and the venue and the club and see what I think would work. The one that I always play is the Teed remix of Disclosure, F for You. Because I played the fool for you, because I played the fool for you, because I played the fool for you, because I played the fool for you. The bass sounds so good on it. That's why if I'm ever on a big sound system, or just something with good bass, I have to play that.
You're gonna have that tonight.
Good.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is there any tracks out there that just kind of bug you, hit you wrong?
Probably, but I don't know. I'm one of those people, like, if I don't like it, I just
Pass
push it out of my memory. Yeah, I've never been on that thing where I just played the big anthems either. I always try to play more. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to like educate the crowd a little more and play like fresher, upfront music. And
do you feel like that ever like kind of can you know, kind of bite you a little
Yeah,
bit?
yeah. I've been dealing with that lately, where I was like, you know what, I need to play a few like really, not like big hits, but stuff that the crowd's familiar with, even if it's my own songs. So like, 'cause
Right.
a lot of it, like Cross the Dance Floor, is probably one of my biggest songs, and I don't play it ever. And last night, I think someone came up and held a phone up, like
They were
Cross the
asking
Dance
for
Floor?
that one?
Yeah, and I was like, whatever. I did it, and it went over really well. And I was like,
Okay.
I need to be doing this. I need to be playing like songs people know. From
Right, because that's your brand. That's
Yeah,
what people
yeah.
are coming out to
Yeah,
see.
it'd be like going to see your favorite band play, and they don't play like the songs that they're known for. So,
Oh yeah, people.
So
would-
I've kind of dealt with that, where I'm like, I need to fit these back in my set, along with playing like the really fresh stuff and
Right.
a few.
Yeah, because you
familiar
got to
songs.
figure. I mean, even if you're sick of the track, or you know, you've spent all the time
Yeah,
remixing
yeah.
it or producing it,
Yeah.
your ear's probably a little tired of it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean everyone else is.
Right,
They're really excited to hear
Yeah,
that.
to me, I've heard that 2 million times, and
Right.
yeah. I think
That-
Cross the Dance Floor I did in like 2006 or 2007 now, so to me it's like extremely old. But,
Right. I'm
it's-
sure a lot of
it still
producers
hits
can
with
relate to that.
yeah, it still hits with certain people. So I'm gonna make it a point to like play some older stuff.